What's up, guys? Today we do not have a traditional fry riding vlog. Today it's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna be a little more serious today. You know, I know we're usually kind of funny, laughing and stuff like that, which is fun. You know, it's gonna be that way. But today, you know, something happened that, you know, we kind of gotta have a talk. But I just found out that we lost a member of our motovlogging community a couple days ago, and I'm sure some of you probably already know, especially if you watch Spiky Biker's channel. But the Blade Runner 2010 unfortunately passed away in a motorcycle accident last week, very unexpectedly. And I know a lot of you guys probably haven't heard of him or don't really know who he is. Some of you may have, but his channel wasn't very big, but he was really active in the community, especially with the smaller channels. He would always come looking for the small guys and help them out, and he was actually one of my very first subscribers, at least probably even number one, and he was definitely the first person to ever comment on my channel, and he was always commenting from there on out. You may have seen him, but we always had back and forth. We're always having conversations, not just a comment, but a conversation. And the news of this loss kind of hit me hard. It was really upsetting, you know, and same with Spiky. Spiky was a lot closer to him than I was, but, you know, it hit us both really hard, and it really sucks. And it just goes to show, you know, this community is really close, we're really tight, that someone that I've never even met, someone who I don't even know their real name, it could have that much impact on your life in such a positive way. It's amazing there's a community we're a part of, and it's sad at the same time. As difficult as it was for the community here, you know, it's even more tough for his family. Taken so young. He was, I mean, he had been riding for longer than I had been alive, you know, and it was not a bad riding situation. What happened was another vehicle, just a car pulled out in front of him when he was riding on the road, just no way to stop. He drew his card that day, and that was it. There was nothing I could have done except see the future, maybe left sooner or something. It's just one person not paying attention. It doesn't only just take the life of someone that we all love, but, you know, affects so many people. So his daughter actually posted a tribute video up on his YouTube channel. He talked about us enough that his family actually knew, you know, how much the motovlogging community meant to him, enough to post the tribute video, which I found was really quite amazing, and it showed his true character. The guy was really selfless. His name was Paul, by the way. Blade Runner 2010 was his screen name, but he was really selfless. He was always nice. He never left any bad comments. He was always giving positive feedback and great information. It was just a pleasure having him in the community, and it was, you know, I was kind of worried that he didn't comment on my last video, and until I found out, it made sense. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but when something like this happens to a family, it's devastating, you know. In America over here, the healthcare system isn't exactly pristine, and, you know, there's a lot of expenses and a lot of stuff that has to happen in order to cover these costs. And unfortunately, he wasn't really at that age where he needed to start thinking about these things. And I don't know for sure what the state is, but Spiky has started a GoFundMe campaign to kind of help with the medical expenses from his family. You know, if you can, we really appreciate it if you could pitch in. You know, it doesn't have to be much. You know, if you can't, it's not a big deal. You know, it's just, this is how our community operates. You know, we all stick together through thick and thin. So even if you can take the time out of your day to go over and check out his channel, you know, just watch a couple videos. You know, just see what kind of person he was and the kind of impact he had on the community, and I would like for that to live on. His good nature is just such a positive influence on me and on everybody he talked to. So I'm gonna put all the links down below in the description of this video. You know, don't feel obligated to help out or do anything. You know, you know, you're not obligated to do anything. It's only if you can. You know, if you can't, I understand. I really do. All of us riders out here, we get on our bike and we always accept a certain amount of risk. You know, we've always accepted it. You know, there's always this opportunity that something like this could happen to us, but a lot of the times we forget that we're not the only ones accepting that risk, that we have family and friends and loved ones that are also being forced to accept this risk, and a lot of the times it's really hard, especially when something like this happens. So I encourage you guys to reach out to your family and friends on a regular basis, and, you know, let them know you love them, you care about them, because you never know when it's their card or your card. And please be careful out there. You know, ride safe, keep your eyes open. Not everybody's gonna be looking for you on your motorcycle, you know, and if you're in a car, you know, please pay attention. Don't drive distracted, put your phone down. It's a lot of the times it's a pain point in this community. We see a lot of people ragging on cars that are on their phones or not paying attention, and this is why. This is exactly why, because some small not paying attention can cause some huge damage to a lot of people. And, you know, it's turned into a thing where it's to create views and whatnot, but the root of it is this. It's to avoid situations for like this from happening. So please don't drive distracted. Don't text, don't talk. Just drive. You don't want to be the person responsible for something like this to happen. So hopefully this one's quick, guys. You know, we'll be back to our normal program here next week. You know, and again, I'm sorry for bringing everything down. You know, it's just one of these things that sometimes needs to be said, needs to be brought to light. You know. Additionally, I've been in contact with his daughter, and if you guys knew him and have any stories about him, or if you're ever talking to him or anything, go ahead and let me know down below. I'd like to hear about a lot of the good things he's done. So, with that, hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll be back to normal next week. I'll talk to you later. Peace.